Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today's video is a little bit more of a natural glam. I just did sort of my go-to for when I wear makeup. If you guys know me, when I'm not filming or when I don't have an event to go to or anything like that, if it's just day to day, I don't wear makeup. I do not put a stitch of makeup on unless I have to go somewhere that's sort of dressy. Like, I'm definitely the Kim of the family, whereas I'll take an opportunity to dress up. But other than that, if I'm not in that mood or I'm not going anywhere like proper, I do not wear a single bit of makeup. So for this, I'm very 0 or 100. So this may be a lot for someone's natural glam, but this is my more chilled sort of makeup look. I definitely did glam it up with the lashes. These are amazing. Oh my god. These are some of my favorite lashes. But you can definitely do this with something a little bit more natural, like an Ardell Demi Wispies, or any sort of natural lash that you like, but it's just a really simple eyeshadow look. So I thought you guys would really like to see something a little bit more natural, and yeah. Let's just go straight into the video, and if you guys want to see how I did this, then keep on watching. Alright, so real quick, if you guys see what looks like almost like a black eye, or these like little scratches here, I didn't get punched in the face or anything. Well, I kind of did. My dog thought I said shake, but I didn't, and he just went whack straight right on my eye. Got two lovely little scratches under here, which hurt like a bitch. Yes, so we're going to be covering that with a lot of concealer. So yeah. But first things first, I'm going to start with primer. So I'm going to grab the e.l.f. Poreless Face Primer. I'm super excited to try this. I haven't really tried many e.l.f. products. I think the only product I've tried from there is like their under eye setting powder, which is like this little under eye powder, but I actually haven't used that in like, geez, years. I wanted to try out their primers because I've heard a lot of good things about it, so I'm going to give this one a go. Being the poreless one, it's going to help smooth out all my pores. It's going to help with a little bit of my oiliness in the T-zone, everything like that. So let's give it a go. So I've just popped one pump on the back of my hand. I'm just going to focus this in my T-zone. Ooh, it smells interesting. It smells like tea tree oil. Is that just me? Am I the only one who's like noticing that, or what? It feels really nice. It doesn't feel too like matte, like some pore smoothing primers feel like putty on my skin, and I can't stand that because it just feels like it's clogging my pores. Even if it's not, it feels like it is, and my pores clog if someone sneezes. So like not keen on like a real heavy pore filling one. But wow, that has smoothed out my skin really nicely. I'm actually quite impressed. But yeah, I'm getting tea tree oil smells. And is that just me? Am I the only one who smells tea tree oil when you use this? I'm not mad. I love the smell of tea tree oil, but it feels very weird for a primer. And for foundation, I'm going to grab two foundations. So I'm going to grab the Maybelline Fit Me foundations. One is the matte and poreless, and the other is the dewy and smooth. I know a few people have said combining them is a really good trick. Being that it is winter, or it is getting into winter now, it's quite cold. My skin's not as oily as it usually is in summer, so I thought I could mix the two. Usually in summer, I would just use the matte and poreless, but I want to try and give the two together a go. So I have number 228 in the matte and poreless and 230 in the dewy and smooth. Just going to lighten this a little bit because they didn't have the 228 in this one. So I'm just going to mixing them. It's fine. Alright, so I'm going to put a little bit of both on the back of my hand. Ah! Too much. Too much. Abort, abort, abort mission. Way too much. Way too much. And I've just mixed it up on the back of my hand, so I'm just going to use my Sigma Flat Kabuki F80 brush, probably one of my favorite foundation brushes. I'm just going to pop this on. Foundation seems to go on really nicely over the top of the primer, which is good because I do find a lot of those pore smoothing primers tend to ball up, and if it's like a silicone base and then you have like another silicone over the top or something like that, it's just like bleh. And for concealer, I'm going to grab my Huda Beauty Overachiever Concealer. This one is in the shade Nougat. And I am going to pop that on with my Smashbox Cream Cheek Brush. It is a cheek brush, but I use it for concealer under the eyes and blending everywhere else. I'm going to highlight the face as well with this. The good thing is this little tip is super cold right now, so it's kind of taking away from the puffiness under this eye. Just done a messy highlight everywhere, and now I'm going to blend it in. So I did put a little bit more onto this eye just because it is super dark. It might not pick up on camera as much, but I definitely have like a black eye. Usually I'd probably use a beauty blender for this concealer rather than this brush, but I honestly, I'm not gonna lie, I was too lazy to go get up and wet one. It's a mission to get out of this backdrop right here. Like it's like trying to be born again, trying to get through that. And to set that in place, I'm going to grab my Too Faced Born This Way Ethereal Light Setting Powder. This one's just the standard universal translucent. It's the lighter version of the translucent. They do have a darker one now, which is awesome. So if you've got like a bit of a darker skin, that works so well. And I'm going to set it with my Smjp Padded Sweep F06 brush. I'm just going to dust a light layer of that over. I don't want to bake, especially with this little scratch under here. If I bake, it's just going to be too much and too dry and bleh. For bronzer, I'm going to grab my Benefit Hoola Bronzer and I'm going to pop that on. Oh, this is my empty one. I have a brand new one somewhere. I need to find it. But, and I'm going to pop that on with my Smashbox Angled Blush Brush. This is my favorite bronzer brush. I'm just going to start up here like always. Just really framing my forehead. Or as I like to call it, my 5 head. I seriously have confirmed I have a 5 head. You know how like when you put a hat on and guys like tuck their ears in? I can't do that because my head is so big it doesn't even get to my ears, so my ears are just poking out. This is why I don't wear hats. So I very rarely wear hats. Please. Oh, I'm getting like a package today and every time a car drives past I'm like, oh! I'm just like so excited. I tried to wait for the package before I started recording this because I wanted to use something in the video. I'm not going to tell you guys what, but I was really excited to use it in the video, but it's not here yet. And I didn't want to waste daylight. Oh, every time I use this, I forget how amazing it is, and I'm like, why did I have it tucked in the back of the drawer? You know, I like try and play around and use different things, and then I always come back to my ride or dies. Hi. Hi. Say hello to everybody. Hi guys. Say hi. Oh, hi. Oh, you can see out the window. Yes. You can see out the window. Now, if you want to go in there, you got to go under the chair. Go under. Go on. He's trying to get in, but my chair's too far forward, so he can't get in. So I'm like, you have to go under the chair. So he's like a little snake going around the corner. And for blush, I'm going to grab my Sigma Aura powder in the shade Pet Name, which is this one here. It's very, very pale, sort of peachy color. I don't know if it's going to show up because I'm a little bit darker, so I don't know. We'll see how we go. I might have to switch it out for another one, but I really like it. It's like peachy and pale, like it's like barely a color, which is what I like in my blush, but we shall see. And I'm just going to pop that on with my Luxie Duo Fiber brush, the 516. It shows up a little bit, which is kind of all I wanted. I wanted it to be quite natural. I'm all for like just like a subtle flush. I'm not really big on a big heavy blush, so that's really good. And for highlight, I'm going to grab one of my Ride or Die highlighting palettes. This one is the Olivia Beauty. This one is so pretty. I usually use the Liquid Glow Getter drops. We're going to go with the powder highlight instead of the liquid, which is just as amazing because you can mix all of these colors. I think I'm going to mix a couple of colors. So I'm going to grab the color Chai and mix it with the color Cafe. So I'm going to mix these two here, which are my favorites. And I'm going to use my Anastasia Beverly Hills A23 brush. And pop it on my cheekbones. Do you not just like die over that? I love it because they're not like a chunky glitter. It's so smooth and it goes on so well. It is such a pretty highlight. I'll pop some on the other side. Honey, yeah. And I'm going to go down the bridge of my nose. Throw a little bit on the tip. A little bit on my forehead. Down to my Cupid's bow. And chin. And for eyeshadow, I'm going to grab the Morphe 35R palette. I have been loving this palette for like really nice browns and like really neutral sort of colors. These are amazing for just like an everyday sort of look. Like I die over this palette. So I'm going to start with this shade right here as my transition shade. So it's just like a really pale sort of warm, neutrally brown. Has a subtle hint of like peachy in it, which I really like. And I'm going to pop that on with my Morphe E23 brush. And I'll zoom you guys in so you can get a better look. And I'm just going to pop this pretty much all over the lid and blend it up in the crease. Start packing it on the lid first and then blending it out in the crease. So with this color, I want it really super diffused out. I'm just taking the brush right at the end, just so I'm super light-handed when I'm getting out here, just so I can get a really nice soft blend. So once that's all blended out, I'm being it out a little bit as well because I really like a nice blend that goes pretty much out to my temple, but I just really like to have it nice and blended out. And I'm going to do the same thing with the other eye. Really packing that color on and then blending it outwards. And the next color in the palette that I am going to grab is going to be this one right here, which is a little bit darker. And we're going to pop that on the lid with my Morphe E44. I think it's a 44. It's like the name is rubbed off. I lied. It's an E14 brush. So it's just like a super dense, rounded, oval blending brush or whatever you want to call it. I'm just going to use this one to pack the color on, and then with a clean Sigma tapered blending E35 brush, I'm going to buff it out because I love how much product this one puts on. So just patting it in. Bringing it up a little bit higher. And then taking the Sigma brush, I'm just going to blend the edges. Using a clean brush helps blend it without bringing too much product up because I want to keep this as close to the lid as possible. I don't want it too high because I don't want it that dark. I just want the lid to be dark. And of course, I have some leftover glue on my lashes, which never come off. Pain in my flippin' ass. I'm going to do the other side. And then I'm going to take the Smjp brush again and buff it out. And to smoke out the bottom lash line, I'm going to grab this shade right here, which is right next to the first one that we used. But I'm going to grab this one with my MAC 217S brush. So it's just like the 217, which is like a nice blending brush, but this one is a little bit more flat, a little bit more defining. So it's really good to softly blend out the under eye. So I'm just going to take that color and blend out the under eye, and I'm going to really blend it out. Doing the same with the other side. And last but not least, I'm going to put a bit of highlight in the inner corner. I'm going to grab this color right here, which looks like a beautiful sort of champagne-y color, so it's going to be perfect for an inner corner highlight. And I'm going to take my Morphe E24 brush. Choose me. So that's pretty much the eyeshadow done, and now I'm just going to put some eyebrows on before I do my lashes. So I am going to grab the Urban Decay Brow Blade. I have been dying over this. I've been obsessed with it because it's the double-ended. It's got your felt tip pen, which is what I mainly use, and then it's got your normal wind-up pencil there. So, oh my god, I love this. I love the felt tip pen because I'm rocking like the bigger, fuller brows right now, so it just makes it look so good and so easy to just fill in little spots and make them look nice and fluffy and natural rather than being too like harsh and defined. This one is in the shade Brunette Betty. So I'm going to grab the felt tip and I'm just going to firstly give them a brush through to get any powder or any product out of them, because there's definitely a bit of that highlight. That's why I always do my bronzer and highlight and everything first before I do my brows, because I get my highlight right up in there. So it goes under and over, and then I can comb whatever's through the hairs. So I'm just going to draw little hair-like strokes to fill in any sort of gappy bits and give it a bit more structure. I have quite a few gaps in this front section. Alright, and then I just grabbed my Anastasia Beverly Hills Dip Brow Gel, which is my absolute freaking obsession right now. Like, I will use this just on its own, or I'll use it like this, like over the top of another product, but it is everything. Like, holds them in place, gives it a bit of a fill-in as well. Freaking obsessed. And now I'm going to put on lashes. So first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to curl my lashes. And this is the Tarte Lash Curler, one of them. This was the, I think, a limited edition mermaid one. So y'all know I had to get this. I do have like another like sparkly one of theirs as well. But when I saw this, I was like, yes, please. I'm just going to curl the lashes. And I'm going to put my Tarte Lash Paint Mascara on. Alright, and for the lashes, I am going to so we got a crybaby back here, sorry guys. So for lashes, I'm going to grab my Olivia Beauty lashes. These ones are in the style Amrezy, and can we just take a minute? Like, can we just have a moment for these lashes? Like, oh my god, I die. Boss, you love them too? I know, don't you, baby? Okay, I'm pretty sure that stopped recording. That's so annoying. What I just did was I put a bit of lipstick on, and I just grabbed my Huda Beauty matte lipstick in the shade Interview and just popped that on. Nothing super special. That's all it was. Alright, so that is the finished look. So this is definitely like a very chill sort of look. I did glam it up with the lashes, but you can use more natural lashes for a more daytime sort of look. But this is something I would wear like date night. Boss is trying to get outside. There he goes. You hear that door slam? I think he opened the door for outside. But yeah, this can be like a date night look. This could be going out if you want, but it also can be quite natural. I find it like I can do this and not wear lashes, or I can do this and wear like big lashes or even like a medium size, anything like that. Like if I wanted something a bit more natural, I would go for like the Ardell Demi Wispies. They're amazing for just like a daytime sort of look. I do have like quite big eyes, so I find I need a big lash to make the lashes actually look noticeable. Otherwise, if I wear like Demi Wispies, they pretty much look like my natural lashes, just better. So that's why I like them. They are a bit bigger on some people, but I find on me they're super like natural, nice eyelash extensions. So that's why I like them for a natural look, but I definitely wanted to glam this up with these lashes, and I die over them. Like, oh, yes. But yeah, so that is the end of the video. This is the finished look. I hope you guys enjoyed it. And don't forget, before you leave, remember to subscribe to my channel and give this video a thumbs up if you liked it. And pop some comments down below as well if you want any particular looks you want to see, or any particular videos, any questions, if you liked it, if you didn't like it. Pop some down below so I know how you guys feel. But yeah, other than that, I'll see you guys in my next video. Mwah! Bye!